Alright, I have a confession to make, and that is that I actually already filmed this video yesterday, and it took a long time, and I went to edit it today, and I'm going through the footage, and I look and I have this piece of chocolate on my lip the entire time that I filmed. I don't know how I didn't notice because I had a mirror like close to me. I was looking at the viewfinder and I just was totally oblivious. So I was like, should I put this up still, or is this just too distracting and embarrassing? So I decided I'm just going to refilm this because it was a little embarrassing. I'm going to be reviewing the Maybelline Pigments eyeshadow, and it's kind of along the same lines as the Color tattoos. It has that label on it, and I loved those. They're the cream shadows. Now, they really did crease for me a lot, but I know a lot of people like them besides that, and I don't know, they just seem to crease on me, but I love the colors and I still wear them. So I wanted to pick these up and just kind of try them out. When I made the video yesterday, it was a first impression, and today it's not anymore because I already saw them, and I wore one of them all day yesterday to see how it wore, so I'll let you know how that went too. So first, I'm just going to get right into showing you what it looks like on the eye, and I'll swatch it for you too. And when I filmed this yesterday, I had one eye that had primer on it and one that didn't. And I'm not going to do that this time because first of all, it was really time consuming, and second of all, it really didn't have that big of a difference. So I think if you're going to wear these, definitely wear the primer. Otherwise, like in terms of intensity, it was a little bolder on the eye with the primer, but I didn't really find it to be incredibly noticeable. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you what these look like on. So I have 8 of these, and there's actually 12 colors out right now, but I picked up the 8 that I just really liked a lot. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a lighter one, and it's called Barely Brazen, and this is a nice kind of neutrally color. So I'm just going to apply these with my finger for this video just because it'll take a long time if I keep having to clean my brush each time and wait for it to dry. By the way, when you open these up, they have like all these little holes on it, so you can kind of like shake a little in the cap or just kind of move it around and sift it, and some comes out through the holes. Or I like to put the cap on and give it a little shake. You have to be careful with pigments because they're so messy. I don't really think they're for me because I'm just kind of messy anyway, and then why is my mirror all wet? Whatever. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I'm going to put this one on. So first I'm going to swatch a little on my hand so you guys can see it. Here it is right here. And this is really pretty. It's like a champagne-y color. And as you can see, it's just a very nice neutral color to wear. I don't really find that it's extremely pigmented or anything. I don't know, it just looks kind of similar to any regular champagne eyeshadow I would do. So the next one that I'm going to swatch and show you is called Buff and Tuff, and this is another kind of neutrally one. Can you see that? So I don't even know if that's visible. It's so light. Pretty much it looks kind of like my skin tone with gold flecks in it. So if you can't really see that, maybe a little darker than my skin tone. Yeah, a little darker, but yeah, there's some really pretty gold flecks in it. I remember this one not showing up too much yesterday, and even with the primer I remember it wasn't even that pigmented. It's just a very light color. I don't even know why they made this one, to be honest. It's just like a pretty eyeshadow. I mean, it's really pretty color, just like a nude, just kind of a nude shade with some gold flecks in it, but for a pigment, I don't really understand. So here they are a little bit closer up. Next one that I'm going to show you is Wild Gold, and I remember I did not like this one yesterday. You can tell it's kind of yellowy in here, and I really wanted it to be, I mean, I knew it wouldn't be because it looks yellowy, but I like more like a pure gold color, and this one is such a yellow gold. So, I mean, it has a gold look to it. A little more metallic-y looking, but kind, you know, very yellow toned. So here it is. I could see maybe this appealing to some people who want more of this shade, but it's just not my favorite color. The next one I'm going to put on is called Improper Copper, and I was really excited about this one because it just looked like a brown with maybe gold in it, and I know it's called copper, but I didn't really think it was going to be as coppery as it was. It's very, very warm, almost has like a hint of reddish to it, coppery or whatever, but let me just show it to you. You can see right here. So I actually like this color. You could do a lot with it. You could take like a smoky eye and put this like at the top of the crease and just warm it up a little bit or a little bit under on the lower lash line, and I feel like there'd be a lot of uses for this color. So here they are up close. Alright, the next one I'm going to do is a pink shade, and this one is called Pink Rebel, and I love pink shadows. A lot of people don't, but when I find the right one, I really like them. So here it is right here, and I was pleasantly surprised by this one when I first swatched it because it comes looking like, almost like a pinky purple color. It's pretty multi-dimensional color in that you can kind of see, I mean, it almost looks like blue or something, but I think the two colors combined make it into a purpley pink shade. So again, not super pigmented or anything, but a pretty eyeshadow color nonetheless, even though they're pigments. But I think it's pretty. It reminds me a little bit of MAC Stars and Rockets, which I really like that color. So here it is more up close for you. And the next one is called Brash Blue, and it's a very bright blue. When I tried it out for the first time yesterday when I recorded this, I was like pretty surprised about it. It's pretty bright. It is right here. And I think this one is really pigmented. Maybe people won't agree, but I really think it's pigmented. So here it is. I don't think I'm ever going to wear this color because it's really, really bright. I mean, it's a cool color. I could see somebody who needs a bright blue, somebody who wants to do a different look might like it, or you can use it as a liner. You can even wet these a little and, you know, line your eyes with it or something, but it's a cool color. Next one I'm going to do is the Black Mystery one, and I wanted to do this one because it looked really cool. It looks like it has flecks of different colors in a black, and I wanted like a really dark black color to work with. There it is. So I was pretty disappointed by the pigmentation of this one. I mean, for a pigment, I thought it was going to be a lot blacker, but it's alright. And then if you look closely, it has like little bluish greenish flecks of little glitter in it. So it's kind of a cool color, but I don't think it's that pigmented or anything, and I was pretty surprised. So here it is on my eye, and I mean, you can like kind of build it up a little bit to make it a little darker, but overall I don't think it's like totally pigmented. So that's it for the ones that I have, and again, there's 4 other colors. As far as the wear of these, I actually tried it out yesterday. So I did the purple one. I put it on both of my eyelids and a little underneath. So it lasted, okay, so for the first couple hours it started definitely fading, and then by the end of the day it was like the only part it stayed on was where it attached to my eyeliner. So underneath it stayed pretty well, and then the top of it was gone except for where I had a little eyeliner. So I thought that was interesting because you could definitely set this with an eyeliner, just kind of fill in your whole eyelid area or something and then just put it right on top of there, because it really seemed to last on those areas. But other than that, it definitely was fading and fading fast, but I thought it was, you know, a good experiment, and I took pictures of that, so if you want to see the pictures of how it wore, then you can check out my Instagram, which is Reviewsbyjamie. So all in all, I think just a summary is, if you like some of these colors, then you can get them, but otherwise, like for pigments, a lot of them aren't so pigmented, but they make for some pretty eyeshadows. But then again, would you rather have just pressed eyeshadows because they're so much cleaner and easier to work with? But then again, sometimes this texture is fun to work with also because it's more loose and you can kind of really pack it in there. So it's up to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. And also thanks for requesting this video because I had a few recommendations to film this video, and I really appreciate that. So thanks again, and thanks for watching. Bye!